tell me a little bit about what it really is that you're trying to uncover here today.
When my son was about 5 years old, he would tell my wife and I that a little girl would sit on the edge of the bed and talk to him. And it disturbed him a little bit, but he was more interested in who she was and stuff. And we kind of, you know, blew it off as a dream or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
right, as most parents would.
And then one day I met a guy, and he knew the old owners of the house. And he said, do you know there's like a ghost or something on that property? And so I said, wow, you know what's weird is that this kind of little girl comes to speak to my son.
So you are hopeful that I will somehow be able to communicate with this girl that your son saw?
Yeah.
You know, you said your son saw a ghost. But you're acting like we're talking about the mailman.
I know. You know what? I know you probably want me to break down and
No,
cry,
I don't.
But
I don't. I want to know.
I'm emotional.
I want to get in your head. What are you thinking?
I think it's all possible, and I think it's interesting, but I don't know.
Well, I think you do know. Let's see where this goes. Okay, so why don't we take a little stroll? When I was standing there waiting for you, something was telling me that there's something significant about these rocks, or a rock.
When my son would have this vision in his room, we did find a gravestone. The gravestone had some years on it.
And there's this little girl that keeps following me from the minute I got here. There's a name that I'm picking up. Her name is Donna. Jay, I think this stone is why this girl was drawn to this property and house. You found this headstone. Whereabouts?
I want to say that it was right out here.
That's where I was feeling something with the stones.
I also found a bone, and I wanted to think that it was an animal's grave, you know, like a dog had died or something. But before we moved, I took the headstone out of the fireplace, and I moved it off the property. So
right.
Probably a bad idea, but that's what I did.
The little girl is angry. I just think when you moved her headstone, it really pissed her off. She's a little nasty.
We didn't know her to be nasty, and she never did anything to him, you know. So
you didn't know her to be nasty. She's not very nice. This is really odd. We got to figure this out. The boy. The boy. He's like, the boy. And he keeps showing, you have two sons?
3.
Okay. He's singling out 2.
Now 2 I've had with my wife, but I had one son that I gave up for adoption. He wouldn't have known about my first son.
He knows it, only now he knows.
He knows it now, right.
Wait a minute.
That's one
Your dad said to me just now, I've met Larry, he's a nice man. Who is that?
Now you're scaring me. Larry died, and he is my son's father.
The son you gave up?
That's right. Larry is his dad.
Wow.
Larry died just in the last couple of years. That's really wild. That's a cool one. You just did a good one just now.
So I will let you take the lead.
Okay.
Have to tell you something. There's a different girl here inside than was outside. This is different. We might have 2 little girls. Is that your son over there?
Yeah, right there.
Could you come on over here? I would love to talk to you. I'm Kim, by the way.
I'm Jake.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Your dad said that you had an experience in that bedroom, so who better to talk to than you? It wouldn't shock me. You still may be very much bonded together.
I've been thinking about it pretty frequently since the actual incident. I actually have a sketch that I redid recently of her, if you want to look at it.
I certainly do.
But I mean, this is, purely based on a distant, memory. I'm not sure how accurate this would be. possibly
This is
what
really,
she would
you're
look
really,
like.
You're really, really talented. A couple things I'm noticing here. I know it's just a sketch, but is she dressed in like raggedy clothes?
Yes, I always kind of imagined her in my memory. What I would kind of when I jog it is, in like a nightgown.
Do you remember her with light hair? Because that's what I saw.
I do remember her with light hair.
There's a mean little girl, stays outside. She's just a terror. That's the best way I could describe her. I only felt that good energy when I came in this home. And I know it's because this energy of this good girl kept that bad girl out.
My interactions with this entity or whatever, never bad, never
No.
attacking or negative.
She wouldn't be bad because, quite honestly, you're the draw. You were the draw. And I don't know the reason, but I need to figure this out. So I really want to go into this space.
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Wow. Did it look like this?
It didn't look exactly like this.
Let me tell you what I'm sensing, that she came out mostly at night.
Yes, that is definitely true.
We could hear Jake talking, but we thought he was talking in his sleep.
Right.
Finally, when your mom came in, she said, he's standing right there talking to somebody. It was not a dream.
What I was just told was that this little girl sought you out. You somehow are like a kindred soul with her. I don't want to confuse you.
No.
But she sought you out as her brother.
Do you think I actually am related to her in any way?
No.
But mentally, spiritually.
Spiritually, I absolutely feel. I keep feeling you two are this link together. This is not a random spirit.
I've never, communicated with her recently or, as I entered adulthood.
She hasn't left you. She became like a protector.
Why wouldn't she just want to leave me alone the second I left? She would lose interest potentially, right?
No. She comes and she goes. She's not stalking you. She's not haunting you. It's nothing like that. This girl has transitioned, by the way, into the other world.
She's not here anymore. She's not present, correct?
She's not trapped. I just have to sort out what she's saying to me. I just got a name, very strong. Irene. Be completely honest with me. Have you always felt like maybe something was missing in your life or someone was missing?
I feel as though there is a specific sense within me that I've always kind of stood alone as a person.
He wasn't a happy baby, and we used to say, he just doesn't look really happy to be here. That's the truth. Oh, it's stuff you joke about.
This little girl felt alone like you did, and that's why you were drawn to each other. So she found you. You might have even been drawn to this area for his sake. Well, the first thing she told me to tell you is happy birthday.
Thanks.
When's your birthday?
Today.
Today?
Yeah.
Do you have a friend, Katie?
I do, actually.
Yeah.
She's a really close friend.
Very close, because she said, I like Katie. So,
Doesn't surprise me.
I would love to hear anything you have to say about this or ask me.
I mean, the only question I have is just, will she actually show me that she's here anymore?
Do you want her to?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Remember, you were this little boy sitting on this bed, and she was sending you her thoughts, and you were picking up, you knew exactly what she was saying, because you were a young, innocent kid that wasn't taught not to trust ghosts or spirits. And you just need to go back to that innocence once again. All right? Are you okay?
Yeah,
You good?
totally.
All right,
Thank you.
great. God bless you, honey.
Thank you very much.
You're a sweetheart.
Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
That is such a moment. Oh, look at that.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.